Sean Steur is officially a Newcastle United player. And if his first words are anything to go by, this isn't just another transfer. He said it's a giant club in the Premier League, and it was always my dream to play in the best league in the world. At just 18 years old, he arrived from Ajax with a huge reputation, elite underlying numbers, and a 5-year contract on Tyneside. But what makes him so special? Why were Newcastle prepared to invest up to £23 million in a teenager? And could this be another glimpse into Eddie Howe's long-term vision for the club? Let's dive into everything you need to know about Newcastle's newest midfield talent. So our Dutch midfielder has landed and signed, and his career so far, even though he's only 18, is very, very impressive. Playing last season, he had 38 appearances, 2,600 minutes, 3 goals and 5 assists. And that's really, really impressive. Season before that, again, this time I think it was in the reserves at Ajax. 29 appearances, 2,000 minutes, 3 assists, no goals. So overall, his career, 68 appearances, only 18, 4,653 minutes, 3 goals and 8 assists. This kid is the next Wonderkid. 18-year-old midfield talent joins from Ajax, and we are in for a treat, I believe. Something has changed at Newcastle. For weeks we've heard whispers, rumours and speculation, but now those whispers are turning into something more concrete. Reports suggest Newcastle have reached a club-to-club agreement with Freiburg for one of Europe's most exciting young midfielders, Johan Manzambi. So who is he? Why are Newcastle so determined to sign him? And does this latest move tell us everything about Eddie Howe and Ross Wilson's long-term vision? So we're going to dive into this now. This has been a significant development yesterday. Keith Downey did a piece on it. Obviously, the biggest worry in all this is this another Munzo? We announce a deal, we agree it with the player, we agree it with the club. And Johan will sign after the World Cup when the Swiss are finished. However, Munzo hangs over us. However, this is the strongest report to say that Newcastle have reached the agreements they need to reach, and it's going to cost us about 60 million euros, 52 million pounds, including the add-ons. The long-term contract's already prepared. The lad wants to come to Newcastle, just like Munzo did. So let's hope this really does happen. And the Swiss play over the weekend, and we'll see if they go through. If they go through, then this will hang over us for at least another 5 to 6 days. But this is the strongest set of information and rumours that we've had in a week related to Johan, and it all started with Sky Germany, and then the Guardian picks up on it, and the story is run. So wait and see, shall we? So Newcastle aren't simply buying players, they are now building an identity. Eddie Howe and Ross Wilson appear to be working towards something much bigger than one good transfer window, a smarter recruitment, a clear style of football, and a club capable of competing in Europe year after year. But is this really a long-term master plan beginning to take shape? And does Johan Manzambi fit perfectly into it? Tomorrow we're going to break this down, the vision step by step. So the pre-season friendlies are all inked in. Darlington, 18th of July, behind closed doors. Gateshead away, 25th of July. Bristol City away, Ashton Gate, 29th of July. Valencia in Spain, 8th of August. And then Everton up at Murrayfield on the 12th of August, and then back to St James's the 15th by Leverkusen. And then on the Sunday, we've now got Strasbourg as well. A lot to look forward to. Obviously, the transfer rumours are going to keep coming, and some are going to be real, but we're just going to have to hang on, aren't we? This could be our summer. This could be our season coming up. Lots of daily updates from myself when it's relevant, and it appears that everything, every day at the moment, is relevant to the Toon Army and us Newcastle United fans. Dan Burn being the hero recently for England, and will he keep Haaland in his pocket if he gets a chance against Norway on Saturday? Hands off Bruno's suffering because of the Brazil defeat. We need to look after him when he comes back to Tyneside. Tory signs and some great videos out there for NewcastleUnited.com. Well worth a watch. And obviously in this episode we're now talking about an 18-year-old Wonderkid. Get in. So if you enjoyed this video, there's lots more like them covering Newcastle United. I've also got a daily World Cup one at the moment until that ends. I'm enjoying doing that as well. So if you like it, subscribe, and you'll never miss another one.